Is this a newer, do you feel like there's a, perhaps recovery of any sort, addiction for mental health issue, et cetera, is these perspective shifts that are sort of subtle and pile up and compound over time. Do you think that there has been a shift in you recently?
One in particular that was tremendously helpful was the idea that when I gave in, when I used the pills in that failure, in that falling down, to be like, it's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're not underplaying this. It's in fact, you're overplaying this. That's going to keep you down here and doing it.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. You slipped up. Can you deal with like a bad day with withdrawals? Can you trudge through that, and let's just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And if you mess up again in the future, stop doing this like hit the ejector seat stuff. Just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You are not getting audited on the amount of days that you have sober. It's just how you are functioning. Yes, it would be nice to put together a long stream of them, but quit like using that as this tool to either like drop the guillotine on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I failed, then it's all done. Just think of it as you slipped, just get back up and move forward.
It's very similar to what I consider mental health recovery. Like I do think that recovery is possible from various mental health struggles, and that you can do certain practices to overcome, your mental health issues that you may have. And so we talk in the mental health world, we talk about recovery in this sense, like, in the OCD world, like you can recover from OCD. You will always have OCD, just like you will always be an alcoholic, right? And that framework might not be helpful to some people. It is helpful to me.
Yeah.
And it is analogous to the addiction struggle of recovery, because you'll always have that, but you can equip yourself with the tools to be able to not fall prey to it anymore. And, like when there's an intrusive thought or, the OCD tries to latch onto some fear, over time, hopefully I can supply myself with the tools to immediately take care of that, in the same way that a longtime sober person has the tools within them to, perhaps over time, maybe even walk into a social event and there's beer there, and just, to have the tools necessary to be like, I'm not going to blah, blah, blah. We know how that goes. So I think there's an interesting parallel in that. And of course, addiction and mental health are deeply, deeply intertwined anyway. So perhaps it's the same process.
Well, there's a big thing about life that you fall into bad behavior patterns because you have all or nothing thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what was crippling me.
That's
was
really
that
good.
It was this all or nothing, this sort of like basically being a drama queen in my head about stuff, about like, I failed this. No, my life is in shambles. Now I'll let go of the rope and fall down further. And it's just like, no, dude, you slipped. You didn't wreck your car. You didn't go to jail. You didn't lose your job. Nobody's keeping score.
Mm-hmm.
Just
get up.
get up.
Get up.
Get up.
Yeah.